consider this. Don't jeopardize your retirement to do this. There are no loans for retirement. There are loans for college. I don't even like them. I think college debt is toxic. So now you can. Okay, number two, don't strip your home equity to pay for your kids' college. And lastly, don't get into excessive debt that you can't pay off. Don't do it. The emotional side of this, don't do it.
We talked so much about the debt. What about the impact of actually paying for a student paying for their own education, the impact it has on it? Some people think, and I'll start from you, if a student does contribute at least partially or if not all to their education, they get more out of it and they're more motivated to finish.
Well, I think what's a safe thing to do if kids have to borrow, and a lot of children do, 2/3 do end up borrowing, is to borrow through federal student loans. The Stafford loan is the best loan. And it also has some protection. So if you graduate without a job or you're underemployed, which is happening a lot lately, you pay through federal loans based on basically what you can afford, not on what you owe. So it's a great protection. So I would say stick with federal loans, and you can borrow up to $31,000 in federal loans.
So what about working? Now I worked during college. I had work study. I'm still paying off my college education. My mom's still paying off part of it too because they did as much as they could. Does it affect the kids' education if they're working while they're in school? That's what you did, right?
Yeah, no, it did. And the overwhelming evidence, and I've looked at a lot of research on this, is that your GPA is not going to be affected by whether you work during college. There's one study that found that students who work more than 40 hours a week on average ended up graduating with GPAs just as high as students who didn't work at all. There's plenty of time to work and go to school.
All right, well, we'll continue to follow. But some great advice for a lot of folks this morning, and some nice Christmas words too. Thank you all.
Okay. All right, Erica, thank you so much. The economy has been taking a toll on the movie box office, but this summer things really began to heat up. Now Hollywood's on track to pull in a record $4.5 billion for the period from May to Labor Day. And here now with a look at the summer's big hits and misses is Dalton Ross, assistant managing editor of Entertainment Weekly magazine, and